Hey guys, welcome to a Brick Separator. Today we're going to look at the January 2021 catalog for Lego. So main page, you can see the skate park, and it says over 75 new sets. So this is one of Lego's big release waves for a year. They have one January 1st and then August 1st later in the year. Those are typically their two most sets that ever come out. And I think this January wave was really good. So we'll have a look at some of the stuff that's in the set. Also at the back, there is a teaser for some new sets that technically were not officially revealed as of the time of recording of this video. So those will be interesting to look at. Stay tuned for that. So on this main first page, we have the town center. This is $100 set, and we're already getting into these new road plates. And there's a little bit of controversy with these road plates because these are not gonna be like a secondary option for road plates. These are gonna be a replacement of the old system. So I feel like that's where people are kind of a little skeptical because although the system does seem like it has some potential, yeah, they're like shoving it into all these sets. So I'm not too much of a fan of that because it does quite raise the price of these sets quite a bit. But yeah, so table contents, got lots of city sets coming out. This is cool, like drawing, I guess, a bunch of the sets coming out for city, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, so the new road plates, this is pretty interesting, how they did this. It's basically like these 16 by 16 plates, and then they have like these tiles that you can place on them, and you can do different effects and stuff. But basically, it allows you to do more fins. Like you can have a one-way road, sorry, not one way, but a one-lane road. You could have like a highway of like 4 or 5 lanes or something like that. So it gives you a lot more options for things like that, speed bumps and all sorts of cool things. So I think it is going to be good. If you're starting a city now, like, if you're just thinking about starting a city, I think this will be good for you. But if you're someone that already has, if you ever role plates and have a well-established city already, it's probably not going to be a very easy switch for you if you want to do that. So it's really for people that are just getting into building their own city. So although it is good for them, I don't see why I had to throw it into all these sets. Just doesn't seem necessary to me. You get a bunch of just normal police stuff. You get, helicopters and drones, like police transports, or the robbers are trying to stop them. Like all this same stuff you're used to, city. Roadwork truck is okay. I like this. What is that? Like a rat, maybe? It's pretty interesting. Sports car is nice. I guess that's really like kind of like a re-release. They did something like that in the past. Then the big main square set from the City Adventures show. It's a decent set, but there's a lot just little things, and they don't already make sense together. Like you have like a stage, and you have a town hall, and you have like a diner. You have like ATVs, you got monorail in the back, helicopter, like a monorail station. So it's just kind of like a bunch of random stuff just all thrown into one set. Whereas you could have done like, the limousine as its own set, the monorail and the station as its own set, town hall as its own set. Like this is kind of like a grab bag of like a bunch of things that they had. At least is what it looks like to me. Then we got some Chinese New Year stuff. I'm not too into the Chinese New Year's fins, although I do like the pieces, and I'm not into the theme. But yeah, this fin looks kind of neat off to the side like that. It's more like a wall, like a facade. There's not much to it. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. The Chinese New Year's pandas. This is a really cool set that I'll probably get at some point. It's like you get free brick heads for $20, which seems like a fantastic deal for me, to me. But you know, they all look pretty cool. Pandas is something that I really like, that animal, so it's pretty neat. And then we get into the Lego Mario stuff, and they had their Wave 2 in this. So take a look at all these. You got Wiggler, which is I already have. Yeah, still have to build that, and they'll review on that at some point too. Same with the Chain Chomp Jungle Encounter set. That's reviews coming up for that at some point. And the Piranha Plant Puzzle and Challenge. Power Packs and the Master Adventure Maker set. I did not get any of these because they're so focused on play, and I'm more into the display part of this theme. So, although I do think that these are good ideas for power-ups, like the suits, and I do think there's some good ideas, especially with this. It's not something I'm interested in, so I'm gonna skip on that, at least for now. Then you have the NES, which I believe is one of the best sets of all time. I think a lot of people have that up there in their top list of sets. This is a really neat thing. Of all like the function stuff they packed into that, it's pretty crazy. Then they had Character Pack Series 2, which I think was okay. Series 2 for the Lego Mario ones. I feel like they got a lot of the best characters done in that first series. So the second series didn't have as many options to choose from, but they still managed to pick out some interesting stuff. Then we got Dots, where this stuff's kind of weird to me. A lot of prints are neat, some pieces they made for this, but they have these new like 1 stud wide bracelets, which is a new thing they did. It's like cupcakes or something like that. There's the secret holder, secret boxes. This is kind of some weird stuff to me. Minecraft. I really don't have much to say on Minecraft. I'm not a Minecraft fan. I've only played the game once at a friend's house. Never really got into it. But yeah, I do think some of the sets look neat. I like some of the animals that they make with that. It's pretty cool. A bunch of Friends stuff. Movie fair is kind of neat. Let's skip through a lot of that. Salamander's kind of cool. I think he's kind of cute with the eyes. And Ninjago. So this is the 10 years of Ninjago wave. So these are all supposed to be like 10-year anniversary sets. So it's kind of like sort of re-releasing older sets with some changes. So it's kind of neat idea. A bunch of figures over here on the left. The Ninjago City Gardens. So this is an interesting one. It was just revealed only a couple days ago. But it's interesting. It's basically very similar to the first set they did, where it's like a corner and it's built on a 10x10 base plate. And I think it's a decent build. I like the tree in the middle. I didn't care too much for the first one just because there's so much going on. I think this one's a little less stuff going on, but then I see this big like hollowed out spot in the middle, and I'm not too sure if I like that. So I don't know. These Ninjago City sets look just kind of weird to me. But from what I've heard, a lot of people like it, so it may just be me. Then we get into Creator Expert with the modular stuff, and recently I did a video for ranking every single modular, and it did include the police station here. So if you want to see that video, just check it out. It should be one of my recent uploads. I have a whole playlist of ranking different videos like that. You can find that there. So definitely check that out. Pretty cool video. But the bookshop is up here in the upper left. it's a pretty nice set. I don't really like the older style they have for these, where they're like really old buildings. I more like this style of buildings. But Assembly Square, it is retiring, so if that's a set you want, you should get that before it retires, because that was a 10-year anniversary set. You know, probably rare over time, so definitely if you want that, I would not wait for that. The police station is decent, but I don't like these like side buildings they have just because they're so thin. They're like 4 or 5 studs wide. Yeah, this looks kind of funny to me. I feel like packing 3 buildings into one base plate was just too much. I may be wrong on that. Again, a lot of people like it. I don't. It could just be me, but you know, it's just doesn't really appeal to me all that much. Then they have the new Botanical collection, and this is kind of interesting to me. Like, it's like flowers and stuff, and a tree. The flowers is interesting pieces that they use. Lots of recolors here, but it's kind of crazy that it's eating Lego. Like, you gotta really look closely to be able to see that, all those little details. It's quite impressive. Then they have like this tree, the bonsai tree, and it's made with little tiny pink frogs. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's really crazy building technique, and it's actually wins the award for most frogs in an official set. I just think that's a really funny thing. It's pretty cool to me. But yeah, they give you 2 different interchangeable colors of leaves for that. Pretty neat. Then they have the 9,000 piece Coliseum set. This is the largest set ever with the most pieces. Pretty crazy. It splits apart into multiple different sections, and you know, it's kind of neat. It's not $550 neat, at least for me, but it's definitely an impressive set, and it's definitely like a showpiece if you want that. Then we get into some more expert level 18 plus sets. The Crocodile Locomotive, not too into trains, not a train guy, but you know, a lot of people seem to like that one. Ghostbusters Ecto 1. It's a big vehicle, looks kind of nice. It looks a lot like the movie, so that's good. Looks a lot like a real car, I should say. But Haunted House, this is a pretty cool one from what I've heard, except for the fact that the drop tower doesn't really work all that well. It works, but it's a little, there's something messed up with the mechanism there. So I'm not sure if I'll get it or not. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It is a little expensive at $250. So yeah, Harry Potter. I don't care much for Harry Potter. I don't know anything about that, so skip it over that. Oh, and then the Mandalorian pages here. The Mandalorian's awesome. Season 2 just finished a few weeks ago, so this is definitely some cool sets for that if you want some Mandalorian sets. Trouble in Tatooine is a set I got, and I built that. I'll do a speed building review of that at some point, but yeah, things are kind of crazy right now. A lot of sets to get through, so see when I get to that. The Razor Crest, it's pretty nice, but after seeing what happens in season 2, yeah, it's not, it kind of loses a lot of its value, if you know what I mean. But yeah. So then you have the Brick Built the Child, and this is kind of neat. I think it looks nice. I can't really see how I do any better with making such a weird shaped creature. With Lego, you know, so I think they did a pretty good job in that. Brickheads that I have, I did build it, and I will be reviewing it when I get the chance. It's pretty good, couple of brickheads. Then we get the Millennium Falcon Microfighter, which kind of re-release. They did that a couple other times in the past. And then the AT-AT or AT-AT, depending on what you want to call it. But this is a really cool set, and I still think it's the best AT-AT they've made so far. So if you want an AT-AT, that's one I'd pick. Then you have these, the Luke's X-Wing and then the Imperial TIE Fighter. Then these are actually really good in my opinion because they didn't downsize them too much, but they downsized them enough that they're able to lower the price to a point where I think it's actually reasonable. So this $50 for the X-Wing and then $40 for the TIE Fighter. And before you'd be paying something like $90 for an X-Wing, and then like, you know, something crazy like $150 or something for a TIE Fighter. So they made the prices reasonable so you can get a bunch of them. So I might be getting those at some point. We'll see what happens with that, but definitely couple of really good sets. Mos Eisley Cantina. A lot of people like this. I think it's good. It's not something I'm interested in, especially for $350. Then we get into Technic Sun that I've been getting into recently. I really like some of the stuff that I've seen with that. I started with the Porsche most recently. Is that I did that. That was an amazing set. Then I got the Technic Jeep Wrangler, and that one was also really good. So I'm definitely interested in getting some more Technic stuff. So you got Skid Steer Loader. Pretty neat for $10. Same for Racing Plane. Both two pretty good builds. McLaren Senna GTR. This is a set I consider. I might get that at some point. Mostly just like the whole color scheme and stuff of that. But they're pretty good. And then you get into the Ferrari 488 GTE AF course. This is a really nice set, although I have seen that there are some problems with the sturdiness of the model, where it's kind of like bends a lot. I don't think it'll fall apart or anything, but it definitely is a little bit annoying, and don't think I'll be getting that, at least for now. But might have to go on sale quite a bit if I wanted that. But yeah, so this is the Monster Jam Gravedigger and the Jeep Wrangler. I bought both of these. I built both of these, two really, really good sets, and I'm surprised with how much they pack into them for such low prices, you know, considering, you know, the relevance to other Lego sets and different themes. I think that's a very good price for those, what you actually get there. Same with Monster Jam Max D. I'm sure that one's pretty good too. Might end up getting that at some point. The off-road buggy is an RC car. It uses the powered up system. Pretty neat, but it's kind of expensive for what you get. Then you get Collectible Minifigures Series 21. These are $5 since they did increase the price about a year ago. So they're a little more expensive. It was already kind of expensive, so that's a little too much to me. There are some good figures in here though, like the Centaur looks good. This like Warrior is pretty neat. Ladybug is kind of cool. There's a lot of figures that I think are just okay after that though. Like this, he's got like alien and space police guys, and don't really care too much. This kid with a violin, not too into. Yeah, this guy, like caveman guy with a hermit crab. Hermit crab's cool, but I don't know. I think it's a decent series, but it's not the best that they've done, at least to me. Mindstorms, this is the new system, the new one that they use to replace the old one. I think it's a little bit more, 360, and I'm not sure if it's any better or not. I haven't seen much on that. Then we get into ideas with Dinosaur Fossils, 123 Sesame Street, and Grand Piano. Dinosaur Fossils kind of interesting, but still a lot of money to me. Sesame Street. This is a set that my mom got, and I built that with her. It was a fun experience, so that'll be a review at some point. Yeah, stay tuned for that. The grand piano, pretty crazy set, but it's pretty expensive and it doesn't really play. You can't really play whatever you want with that. Spiderman or Sandman Showdown. There's a lot of sets there I'm not too interested in, but I do like the Sandman minifigure in there. Avengers Tower Battle is really good. That's a great set. And then you got some of the mech armors. I like the Captain America one better. And then we get on to the surprise theme, wave of sets here. So this is the Eternals wave of sets. So this is interesting. Lego, as of the time of recording this, hasn't officially revealed it, but it was leaked. So I guess it's okay to show. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of weird to me. This is kind of interesting, I guess. It's like a mech fin. Light brick feature looks pretty neat with that. This is like a ship, maybe. It's kind of weird stuff, and you got like this wind creature down here. I don't know anything about this. I don't know about the movie that's supposedly coming out for it. I literally know nothing about this, just what it looks like for the Lego part of it. But yeah, I think this one's a little interesting. That's a little interesting, but I definitely won't be getting either of them. But quite interesting that this is in their catalog and technically hasn't been revealed yet. So definitely very interesting fin there. And then that's it. So this is a pretty good catalog, and I like a lot of the sets that came out for this January wave. I'm really happy with a lot of them. Having a lot of fun building them. And I think that overall they've been making a lot of good sets recently, and looking forward to what they do in the future. Definitely looking forward to the Home Alone house for ideas, and some more stuff like that. But yeah, so good catalog, nice new sets. And if you liked today's video, check out some of the other ones here on the Brick Separator. See you soon.